India's one of the biggest event has happened, and fortunately, we were also there. You could see a lot of buzz happening around the startup Mahakumbh. The level of investments happening on the event is far more. They are glorifying specific number of entrepreneurs who they treat them as celebrities as well. I think that sort of worship mode let it. Hi, I'm Gautam, CEO of Kama. I have a few great things and few great updates to share with you. First of all, thank you. Kama is live now and we have launched last week. You can visit kama.in and you can start utilizing Kama for your space bookings, your lab bookings, anything, because we are now the India's first startup facilities marketplace. The other thing is, after our launch, India's one of the biggest event has happened, and fortunately, we were also there for all the days. It's nothing but the Startup Mahakumbh. You could see a lot of buzz happening around the Startup Mahakumbh, but actually, is that the only thing happened at the event? No. We have made few more observations out there. We have experienced few more great things out there, and I wish to share whatever we have observed and whatever we have experienced to our community, to our ecosystem out there. First thing, what we have observed in Mahakumbh is there were a lot of SaaS and service based startups than the manufacturing, deep tech, the hardware people. Yes, obviously that is the top point of the town, right? I mean, top point of the entire nation now. It might be of a meme or it might be of any sort of, the social media you open up, that content pops up. Yes, we have also observed the same, but that is not the only and actual thing happened out there. Why most of the hardware startups and the manufacturing startup doesn't get featured out there? There might be several of reasons. I have interacted with some of the founders who are into the hardware and manufacturing sector out there in the event. See guys, you have come up here, but why didn't your company get featured out here through a stall or a pod or in any way of showcase? Their answer was so simple. They didn't find a reason to spend that much on a logistics to take up their product there, come and feature out there. It doesn't mean like they didn't find their relevant crowd. It makes no sense with an 1:1 pod out there and to showcase their huge sort of product to the public out there. So they chose to be in person, not as a product. So that might be one valid reason, obviously, why more of a SaaS stalls you could see than a hardware thing. And second thing is, the level of investments happening on the event is far more than that happens off the event. The main purpose of these sort of events is to get the second meeting. So all these people are focused to build on their personal network and a network for their company. So most of the people have turned up, but not as a product. So if you are a firm believer of the recent meme that has been circulating around the social media, here is few points to add up that these guys haven't come up as a product, but they are there in the same scene as a person. If you have not met them, actually the fault is not neither on the meme or nor on us or nor on the scenario. It's because of the happenings out there. It's because of the network we made, and it's because of the mass number of stalls. That might be the actual reason. Another great thing is, even though there are more number of SaaS and service stalls, there were thousands in numbers actually, and it was like a dream come true for an ecosystem like India, who started our Startup India movements in 2016, and every state mission has started to support the newcomers, the new hustlers to become an entrepreneurs and startup founders. To see thousands and thousands of startups at the same place is something, a dream come true, a moment for the entire ecosystem. I think it's a time to celebrate those sort of oneness, those sort of united atmosphere, rather than a random meme and that should not overshadow what we have built as an ecosystem actually. There are deep tech startups in India, there are manufacturing startups in India, and that founders were also in the same scenario, same event actually. The obvious thing is we have been provided with free space, not free logistics. I'm not commenting that as a bad activity, but we have been provided with the free logistics. So most of the founders opted to be there in person, not with the product. So probably from next thing, if we could provide a free logistics than a free pod, maybe in the next time we could see more number of people turning out, and the pod was also 1:1 in size, 1% thing. I mean, most of our products are bigger than our pod. uh, when we have thousands and thousands of people to showcase, the organizer should go to this mode. So, and that provides another valid reason and valid scenario why most of the hardware and deep tech people have skipped it out. You could say, Ray, why you could opt for a raw space and you can build on your own. They buy. I am also spending on logistics and I want to build my bigger pod as well. That doesn't make sense, right? uh, People are there, you can go on network, you could get their second meeting in their own office itself, and that's what the exact mindset they had. Okay, this is the first thing. More number of SaaS and service people, equal number of hardware founders but not installs there in the B2B launches and networking scenario. This is number one. And number two, we could see more number of solopreneurs, more number of hustlers, more number of people looking for co-founders out there in the entire event actually. So they were going to each and every pod, each and every stall, really, and they were networking like anything. Early days of entrepreneurship, right? So we could see all the passion in their hearts and minds. Even a minute opportunity, they wish to know, they wish to collaborate. I mean, that atmosphere made people life. And parallelly there were also some sort of pitching events and contests happening parallelly. It's a great atmosphere for all the newcomers and hustlers, and we could see more number of newcomers and new hustlers going out there. Third beautiful thing is, in one place we could see all the community builders, all the enablers. Let it be government, let it be non-government, let it be incubators, let it be accelerators or a community space. What wondered most is, we'll be thinking like, it's only few states are supporting the startup ecosystem. But no, if you are still thinking in that mode, each and every state had their own pavilion. Each and every state mission directors and CEO have themselves come up, met the people there in the stalls and pots and in the pavilion, shared their valuable insights out there. And that much collective ecosystem is what this country is building about. We could see that directly. And each and every state have come up with a great number of policies. We could see that in you know one shell actually. It's a great thing to know and experience. And all the startups, they were happy to enter into the state pavilions, even though they doesn't belong to that particular state. They pitched for the opportunities in their neighboring states, which we couldn't see very often, right? In the offline atmosphere we could see those sort of things happening in the Mahakumbh as well. And the final thing is, it's a bit sort of wakening up call. I'm using the same trending word. It's a wakening up call, not in terms of a negative aspect, but in terms of a positive aspect. How, in the sense, see, now the ecosystem is built. How far we are going to go ahead with this sort of ecosystem support is what matters. Is, I mean, that should be the right awakening call. Some people, we could see that they are glorifying specific number of entrepreneurs who they treat them as celebrities as well. I think that sort of worship mode, let it be stopped with cinema. Let it be stopped in the worship mode. Let it be stopped in your temples and churches alone. When it comes to community building, there is nothing sort of a worship mode, but some newcomers and new hustlers were running behind them, leaving these, other people in the B2B launch itself. That should be the awakening call, not in terms of the quality of the startups and products we are believing. We are absolutely fine in that front, but somewhere these personal attires matters as well. So I think that's the only thing we could say sort of disheartening, glorifying some people, leaving other builders in the launch itself. But on the whole, we had a great experience out there. What happened to Kama? uh, we reached out to many enablers. We identified a number of underutilized facilities in almost every state. Many hustlers, many solopreneurs, actually even a mid-sized company, they reached out to us, sharing their experience, the worries they faced while identifying a space for them, while they are building a product for their team, and so on. And that made us very confident that we are in a right mode of operations as well. And this should give us that mental mileage to go to the nook and corner of the country. To say, for an example, like we have met more than 63 incubators in precise, where we have identified a number of about 300 to 400 underutilized facilities at one shot. What we believe is they join hands with Kama, and it will be very soon in our portal for everyone's easy access and use. To conclude and sum up, Startup Mahakumbh is yet another mass event with mass networking happened. Each and every state and country represented the ecosystem very well. More number of SaaS, but there are also equal number of hardware people, more number of controversies, more number of relationship building, and more number of second meetings happening at one shot. So if you have missed out, no worries. There are more number of events happening in your area as well. Thank you.